ASEAN's digital economy is growing exponentially, with experts estimating that the implementation of the ASEAN Digital Economy Framework Agreement could unlock at least $1 trillion for the region by 2030. How can countries work together to realize this potential? Astro AWANI Editor-in-Chief Ashwan Ismail reports from Dalian, China.
Well, thank you. One of the best key takeaway points is that within ASEAN region, not many people are aware of DEFA, Digital Economic Framework Agreement. And it's important to take one particular note on why DEFA is important and why is it important for us to achieve by end of 2025 is that the main objective is to create sustainable, equitable, and definitely inclusive digital economy. And it is interesting, since one of its kind in the world, for a regional bloc like ASEAN, unlike European Union, to have this DEFA and to bring everyone together to agree on the fundamental agreement of how can it be done, and it's going to be a benchmark to the whole region. And speaking of which, and this session that was happening this morning, focusing on these key areas of understanding not just the pain points, but also the opportunities revolve around the digital economy that potentially could achieve, I think the market alone, the size is about between $1 trillion to $2 trillion by 2030. So let's hear from these two prominent key panelists from disruptors as well as ministerial perspective from Indonesia, Pak Sandiaga Uno.
Entrepreneurship is very, very important, Ash, because we know that there are pockets of startups in ASEAN, be it in Vietnam, in Thailand, and we could see best practices among different countries. Indonesia has large populations, but actually we also need some cooperations and collaborations in relations into creating new jobs. When you talk about prosperity from the digital economy, you are talking about good quality jobs. Not only just digital economy create more jobs than it actually replace, but through AI and through machine learning, Internet of Things, you could actually also create a better quality jobs that produce better productivity. Sectors such as digital transformations that we're doing in Indonesia very rapidly could also enable other type of transformations like green transformations. We're moving our economy into the green economy, and digital platform could really, and in particular digital services, could actually complement that.
A lot of the blind spots as we see, a lot of the challenges that we see in the private sector as we move and expand within the regions come from as tactical as a payment system within the region. Every single country, Vietnam in itself have very many different payment systems. And then moving to Indonesia and moving to another country. Now, it takes a lot of resources in the company itself. That interoperability is not there yet, right? So we have to figure out the resources that we have to take in adapting to all of that. And then comes the IP law, which is also very different. And data localization, some country require that and some country doesn't, and so we have to really be mindful of that. So I think DEFA is definitely, hopefully we move fast within all of the governments, but I think if it does happen, I think it's allowing us for the private sector to move and expand the business a lot faster.
That 1 hour definitely is going to be one of the key signals for all ASEAN members that more work needs to be done in terms of pushing whether this agreement resonates or these frameworks, this principal agreement of digital economy resonates well, not just within the state or the power that be or the ASEAN member from governmental perspective, but also from the people of ASEAN, and how does that impact the whole society of ASEAN at large. I'm Ashwan Ismail signing off from World Economic Forum, Dalian, China. This time around, definitely we're going to have a more and more discussion and discourse around digital economy ahead of ASEAN Chairmanship 2025.